Welcome back to this Rift Let's Play. Your Sambo Seraphis, and joining us here in Talara, as always, is Tallahassee. How are you this evening, my friend?
They're right, I guess.
All right, I guess. Doesn't sound too promising, if you ask me. Did you have a good day at work?
Possibly, I don't know. What do you define as good?
Well, the building didn't fall over. You didn't have to deal with any crappy bosses, stuff like that. My hope's too high for you.
Building didn't fall over. Didn't have to deal with bosses. Just lots of pain in the ass customers.
The age-old bane. Customers. Hate those pesky things. You know what, it's ironic because I'm the same. If I ever work in customer service, I loathe customers. Yet if I am a customer, I demand the best service and I become that which I loathe. I think it's quite ironic. What about you guys watching from home? By the way, welcome to this week's episode. Let us know, what do you like as a consumer? Are you well behaved or are you very demanding when something goes wrong? And of course, Tallahassee, today is a great day to talk about something like that because today, yet again, the good old Diablo 3 servers were down, and when they came back up, nobody could log in, and it was error 37 all over again, and there was much rage on the internet today, as you can probably imagine. Although...
Oh no, someone was angry on the internet.
I know, can you imagine it? I think the world needs to stop.
Hold on to your desks, people.
You know what, though? Actually, do you know what? I've just seen in the chat, and again, you guys, you might remember, if you're watching from home, that our Twitter comes into the feed here in our chat. And there's one from Regina J. Lacerta. That's quite funny. Hi, Reggie. If you're watching this, we can see you in the chat there. Do you know what? There's one thing about Rift, my friend, and that is that I have never, ever seen an error 37 here. And I can't remember the last time I couldn't log in. And refresh my memory. Have you ever had any major login problems?
Only at release.
Right, when it was super busy, you mean?
Yeah, it was like a 4-hour wait to log in.
Yeah,
but
right.
Other than that, no.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty much expected at launches, and again, Diablo 3's suffered through that recently. But yeah, you know what? Rift has been great, and I don't know if that's because the population has gone down, or they've always maintained a right number of authentication and login servers. I like to think it's a bit of both, I guess. And to me, that really shows, you know, Trion just, I'd say, are managing that balance very well. We all know that it costs extra money to put on extra capacity in terms of servers so that everyone can log in all the time. And you're forever riding that fine line between your operational expense and your customers. Speaking of the customers, but it seems to me that Trion have rode that line pretty well, if you ask me. Oh, there's someone popped up behind us. But the reason we're standing here, folks, is yet again, look at that vista. You know, I'm going to pan right around here. We've got Hammerlord Fortress up in the background there, Tallahassee, but we're standing right in the middle of a big open field here. We were running back, where is it? We've got to go hand into Hammerlord Post, which is down south of us, and both Tallahassee and I said, you know what, we should stop here because it just looks amazing, and it still does. It looks just as amazing as it did last week. Now, once we've handed in here, Tallahassee, are we going to be sent back up the top again? Like, can you remember whereabouts we go? I mean, do we continue our trek sort of northwest, I guess, would be where we could uncover stuff? Is that where we go?
A little bit more west.
Oh, a little bit more west. All right, that makes sense. Are we actually going to uncover this entire zone, or is it, you know, like a lot of it Defiant stuff like it was in, now which one was it? Scarwood Reach. There we go, folks. You can see Scarwood Reach on the map there. We've got the whole south
Scarlet
area.
George.
Yeah, and Scarlet George. You're right. Both of those have got Defiant zones.
Yeah.
So what's in store for us with Moonshade Highlands here? Is it the same deal, or are we actually going to have to uncover it all?
We will actually get to uncover it all, and there is a bit of Defiant area as well, but a lot of it's sort of ours.
Oh, and again, I mean, it's good to mix it up, I guess, for the PvP service so that there can be some natural open world PvP. You know what? You never get to see PvP in an open world fashion too much these days. It's always instanced, and that's why I like the old school MMOs, and I like some of the PvP servers on WoW. If only it wasn't for the dirtbags that populate most PvP servers, it would actually be a lot of fun. Anyway, I guess we should mount up. We've got to go hand in these 3 quests here. The Messenger, Honour Them, and Deserving of Death. Which one is it? I always get confused. There's 2 of them. Is it the one right ahead of us? I think so.
Strictly ahead.
Do you know what I wish on terrain like this? I wish there was like you know, skateboards or skiing or something like that, snowboarding. Maybe why can't we have snowboarding in an MMO? Because I mean, look, we're going to go to a snowy mountain, right? Is it Iron Pine Peaks, I think, is that right?
Yeah, Iron Pine Peaks.
Yep, so...
And you want snowboarding.
Well, why not? I mean, okay, it's fantasy, but, you know, you've got a sword and board, tanks have shields, you could, you know, make sort of use of that and stand on it and snowboard down. Okay, maybe I'm dreaming. I just like snowboarding. I don't know. Of course, I've been playing a lot of SSX recently on the Xbox. Maybe that's why. Here we go. Let's get off the snowboarding topic. He's got 2 that we can hand in here of our 3. Here we go. Got myself a hallowed hood. It's not quite as good as the one I've already got, unfortunately. So I'm going to go for whatever will sell for the most. There we are. And he's given us another quest right away. Speak with Borin Gamult at Reclaimer's Hold. We shall have a look at that on the map and see where it is. And oh, look at that. Tallahassee, you're absolutely right. It's just over the top of that lake, and it is absolutely making us head west. So very cool. Another one here from Joseph. Hello, Joseph. Let's see what he's got to say.
Truth and fortune.
Finish that, 3,960 XP. Alright, so there's definitely no more quests than this one that's obviously sending us over to the new outpost, right?
Yep, that's everything here.
Alright, just going to sell off my grey items and my items that I can't use. Oh, I've got myself an artifact there, an eye patch. It's like a Buccaneers eye patch. Arr, matey. Let's pop that in there. There we go. Oh, and it is. It's a pirate set. I never even knew I had this. The eye patch. I've got a sextant and another eye patch. Scimitars, peg legs. That's definitely a pirate theme. Hey, now speaking of pirates, Tallahassee, this is an interesting one. And therefore, whenever I think of pirates, I think of zombies. Is that normal, by the way, or am I weird?
No, I think that's really the natural meme progression.
Yep, there we go. Right, you know what I mean. Pirates and zombies, which are the thing these days. Did you hear about what happened, or what's been happening all week over in the US at the moment? If I mention the word zombies.
Oh, the guy that basically ate some person's face in Florida. Is that the one that you're talking about?
Excuse me, folks. I've got a really bad cold at the moment. By the way, if you're wondering why, I'm sounding weird and I will cough from time to time, so please excuse me. But yes, Tallahassee, that made me laugh because it sounds so funny. Of course, it's not funny at all. But when you just say it like that, it sounded hilarious. Yes, and so everyone's saying, hey, it's a zombie outbreak because it happened just like a scene out of Resident Evil or something. I mean, you know, the police officer came along and saw a naked guy eating another guy's face, tried to yank him off, shot him once, didn't kill him, shot him again, only then killed him. Now that sounds like a movie scene, don't you reckon?
Yeah, apparently, from the photos that I've seen from sort of the crime scene, he was hit pretty solidly, and the guy has lost, like, most of his face. So, it's funny, but it's not funny.
Yeah, I saw there was some tweets going around today, and so they were saying, look, here are the pictures of the actual thing, and people were saying, not for the faint heart. I deliberately didn't open it, because stuff like that would scar me for real. Hey, by the way, should we do this rift while we're here? Do you reckon? No?
Yeah, sure. Just give me a second. I'm just finishing off my tree, because I dinged to 40.
Oh my lord! What? How did I not notice? When did you ding to 40?
When I handed in that quest.
Oh man, congratulations. Now I'm doing that weird cheer again. Come on, do it properly this time. There we go. Congratulations, fine sir. Level 40. I'm still 39. I'm still 96% of the way through, unfortunately. You got there first. 40, of course, is quite a monument in Rift in terms of the leveling progression, because doesn't that mean now you can have a new mount, like a super fast one?
Well, I've been able to get a super fast, a 90% mount for a while, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Whoops. That's right. I keep forgetting. And we've been told that by a number of our viewers as well, haven't we? That we can actually go get that. Because I think it's at 30. Yep. You and I are probably so conditioned to level 40 because of good old WoW, I suppose. Because 40 is generally a mount sort of level, isn't it? You get your next level of mount at 40. But I'm sure there's some pretty awesome things. So what's happened in your tree in terms of level 40? Is there, anything awesome that's become available to you? I guess it depends on how you build it, doesn't it, really? What else you've spent it on.
Yeah, it depends on your spec.
Yeah. What did you put a point?
I'm just trying to grab everything.
No worries. We'll AoE fire them once you've got them all together. And here we go. AoE time! Fire on fire. Of course, this is a fire rift. There you go, you can see, look at that. Look at all that XP pouring in there. We like that. I'm already at 98% now. That, just killing those, basically gave me a whole 2%. That's pretty awesome if you ask me. I like that. Well, these things are... What the hell is that? That is unstoppable fire. What? No, molten horror. Okay, that thing is very freaky.
My ex-girlfriend.
Oh, an unstoppable horror.
Yeah, that sounds like a...
You're a cruel man. You're a cruel, cruel man. But yes, now speaking of unstoppable horrors, and back to our Zombieland thing. You know, I saw something going around Tumblr, I think it was, today. And somebody had basically collated a bunch of incidents over the past, well, it was either week or 10 days, something like that. And there were a list of about 10 things, right? Ew, did you see its stomach explode then? That was gross.
Yep.
Watch its stomach this time, folks. You can see it bouncing around there. And again, this is why we love the design of Rift, by the way, because it's just so unique and different. Yeah, someone had collated this list of all the crazy, weird things that have happened this week, and they were all kind of zombie-related. Like there was this, I can't remember what they all were now, but they all sounded like something out of Zombieland, or like a prelude to a zombie apocalypse. Like there was some mutagen, oh, maybe it wasn't a mutagen, but some virus got leaked, and then some doctor somewhere went mad, and started eating his own arm or something crazy, and then there was the guy who ate the other guy's face. There were a whole bunch of... What do you think, Tallahassee? Do you think that zombie apocalypse is upon us?
No, I don't.
Excuse me. You think it's a load of old wives' tales? You don't believe in a zombie apocalypse? Oh!
No, I don't. And I don't believe in end of the world stuff either.
No, I'm the same, by the way.
And congratulations.
Yes, good time. Look at that. Whoa. Okay, well, we've got all sorts of stuff going on. And of course, I'd like to think that that's all in celebration of me getting to level 40. But of course, that was the next phase of the Rift. Let's see if we can help out Tallahassee here. 53%. Let's get some AoE on these guys. Speaking of zombies, this looks like a whole bunch of them right here. And who have we got in the middle there? Who's that? What are those things? Wow. Now, why was that a bonus stage called Red? What's a bonus stage and why did we get it?
Because we blew through the first part of the Rift so quickly.
Oh, okay.
So we got through the first 5 stages, and now it gives us a bonus to earn more loot.
Ah, and is that kind of a timing thing, is it?
Yeah, so you're going to do it within the timer.
Ah. It's been such a long time since we've actually done a real Rift that I forget all this stuff. Very cool. Oh god, I just love the creatures. Did we clear it? That was the main boss, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Whoa. Alright, yay us. And we're both level 40. Okay, I'm going to take my rewards, my sweet, sweet planerite there, and a wrathful flame. We'll definitely have that. Thank you very much. Now, I'm guessing that I'm going to have a point now. Let's have a look in the old soul tree.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you're right. In fact, do you know what? Oh, you're going to hate me. I've actually got 4 points here. Has it been that long since I've been into my soul tree and actually not assigned them? That's terrible, isn't it? Right, do you know what? I think we're going to have to think about this.
I hate you so much.
Oh, well, look, I'm going to have to sort of have a look at that and go through them. So rather than spend them arbitrarily now, we might do that off camera and we'll let you guys know what I chose, because it's probably a bit silly to waste 4 points just on filling up a tree for the sake of it. I should probably actually try and inject some strategy into it. What do you think?
That'd be nice.
Yep.
Where's Dubois when we need him?
Exactly. Come on, Dub, help us out. Maybe we'll get him in a future episode. Here's our quest handed up here, by the way. And look at that beautiful sight there. Even though it's evil, that looks amazing, doesn't it? The water rift there. Very cool. Here's... Oh, no, what's this? This isn't a quest handed. Oh, it's a Runeguard fish... So hang on. This is another fishing area. What's this?
Yep.
Oh, if you've got 3 grassland pond... Okay, am I going to be able to fish here? I'm guessing not. How do I test? How do I test it? Remind us.
Go to your fishing pole, click on it, hover over the water.
Go. Alright. Oh, so it's all red. So I'm guessing that means...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that. There's a tooltip there, guys, and maybe you can't actually see it, Requires fishing 150, and it actually says in the tooltip there that my skill is only 23, so yeah. Or oh man, oh hey Tallahassee, I'm sorry to do this. You got to come down here. You probably have to dismount, and if you stand right where I'm standing, can you see the sun reflecting on the water, like underneath the bridge, coming right up to my feet there? Can you see that?
Yes, that is amazing.
It is, isn't it? That's just incredible. You know, just unbelievable. In fact, you know what? Let's spin around. I want to capture that. Let's take a snapshot. Go on. Instagram. Hey, did you like my... Speaking of Instagram, did you like my little joke I sent you the other day?
No.
Oh, what do you mean, no? You loved it.
It was a dad joke.
Can I tell it again?
You can tell it again. It's not going to get any funnier.
Oh, I think it's funny. All right, mate. Well, we'll ask you guys. What do you think? Here's the joke. How much does... It is very silly. How much does a hipster weigh? Go on, Tallahassee. Tell us the answer.
An Instagram.
An Instagram. Look at that. He loves it. He loves it. He's secretly laughing here. Now, should I pick up this daily here, which is, sealing off rifts in Moonglade Highlands? We should have picked this up before we sealed off the other one. Should I pick it up, or is it just a waste of space in my quest log? What do you think?
Pick it up.
Yep, okay. There we go. Grab it. This is a cool little area, by the way. Reclaimer's Hold. Never been here before, folks, so this is all brand new. Hammerlord Raid Crystals. Okay, I'm guessing you've been here before. Hammerlord Raid Merchant, because of course we're right at the foot now of Hammerlord Fortress. There it is up the back there. I'm guessing... Oh, look at this, a personal banker. Right, so this is clearly a staging area for those wanting to do raiding. Would that be right?
That is correct.
Alright, so I'd imagine that you've been here many times, but if I was to have a look at somebody, like let's say the Hammerlord Raid Merchant, let's have a look. I'm obviously not going to be able to get anything here, but these look like whoa. Yeah, okay, they're very high level pieces of equipment here. What is this greater mark of ascension, the currency that this thing is asking for? Like this... I've got some vestments here that it's saying require 100 greater marks of ascension. Where do we get those from?
You get those from killing bosses in Hammerlord Fortress. But you can also get them from doing the daily dungeon as well. So if you press I...
Right, we go.
Okay. If you do a random expert dungeon, you can get greater marks of ascension. And there's the new one as well, which is infernal mark of ascension.
Okay, alright, and we can see, yes, here we go, plaque of achievement, mark of ascension, you're absolutely right, greater mark of ascension, and the infernal mark of ascension. And you know what, that's something we probably should do. Maybe we'll set that up for our next episode or the one after. We should probably run a I don't think, have we actually run a random dungeon? We haven't actually, have we? We've only been with the guys and gals from Seraphim, I believe.
Yeah, we won't be able to do a random expert, but we'll be able to do a random normal.
Right, and we
up to our level.
Right, okay, that makes sense. A rare equipment cache is what we get out of that as well. And you can see here as well, rifts with existing parties, quests as well. What's this one here? There's a quest in the looking for group, Highlands Reclamation 3 it says. Is that like a public quest or something along the lines of Warhammer Online? What is that? I've never seen that before ever.
Okay, basically it's saying that that particular quest, Highlands Reclamation, which is seal rifts in Moonshade Highlands. We're at 0-4. It's saying that if you do it with 3, it's going to be easier than doing it as in with us, but you know, we're over leveled anyway.
Yep, right.
So for that particular zone, which is, I think it's around level 37, you'd probably be best off with 3 rather than trying to solo it.
Right, so that's a great idea, I guess. It's like a local area, like local zone lookup group, I guess. So if you're soloing through here, you can actually go out and find some folk to help you actually knock these off. I think that's a great system, by the way. I wish other games did that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I guess it's going to be a while before we go raiding in there and coming and making use of these. So let's hand in instead. Borin Gamult, hello to you.
help me to rebuild Talara.
We go onward to Reclaimer's Hold. Welcome to Reclaimer's Hold, Mage. Thomas Pentis has some great things to say about you. Last we talked, you probably already noticed, but these Runeguard chaps aren't affiliated with the Guardians nor the Defiant. They only seem to care about one thing, and that is reclaiming Hammerlord Fortress. Oh, well, this is very interesting. So they're obviously faction neutral in terms of the two player factions, Tallahassee, and that would make sense given that both factions are going to be able to run this raid, right?
That is correct.
Alright, cool. Dangerous secrets. What does it say? Standard dungeon. Oh, wait a minute. Hammerlord is a prime example of what happens when someone tries to elevate themselves above the gods. We dwarves pay dearly for our hubris, but I intend to make sure our past sins never resurface. Between the cults and those damnable defiants, it's only a matter of time before another catastrophe occurs. That's why we must venture into the runic descent and purge the horrors within before they escape. Boron asks that we travel to Moonshade Highlands and meet Boron Gamult within runic descent. I don't get that one bit. What does that mean? We're already meeting him.
It's a setup for an instance.
Oh, so it's a cookie crumb to take us there. Okay. Light upon the void, the Grey Wardens was host to the foulest of evil. We must destroy the corruption within these foul vessels. He wants us to purge the Runebound Demons from the Runebound vessels in the Grey Gardens. Now, is the Grey Gardens... That's not an instance, is it? Or is that... Let's have a look on the map. Oh, right,
no,
so that's
basically just above us.
Yeah, just above us. And I can see a whole bunch of other quests have popped up here. Good lord. All this content. Will you look at it, folks? Alright, so wage a lonely war. What do we got to do here? He wants us to speak with General Stanig in the Grey Gardens. Alright, there's another quest heading over there. Another one here where he wants us to collect Vessel Fragments. And that's also in the Grey Gardens. I'm guessing they really want us to go to the Grey Gardens, Tallahassee. Good lord. What's this one?
Yeah, they do.
Lieutenant Rutger wants you to take tablet rubbings, let me guess, yes, in the Grey Gardens. Okay, and let's see this one here. He wants us to kill Golems, yes, in the Grey Gardens, and use the Demon Suppressor on the Voidspawn that erupt from each construct's husk. Whoa, alright, well, looks to me like we're going to be going to the Grey Gardens, so where are you? Alright, so it's, what do you reckon, up to the northeast there? There's a tick over there, what do you reckon?
Yeah, let's go there.
Alright, sounds good. Loving the lighting here too. You know what, it must be the time of day that we log in because it has just got... Yeah, there we go. Server time is 4:15 AM, so this is obviously breaking dawn. And it really looks like that sort of breaking dawn light, doesn't it? Whoa! Whoa! Wait a minute, these guys look like they're made out of metal. That looks amazing. Are these the things we need? Constructs.
Yeah, they're golems.
Wow! Okay, yeah, wow, this is amazing. Look at that statue. Oh, I'm really going to enjoy this area. This looks amazing. You know what's going to happen, right? I'm going to want to go up to one of these goblins and have a good close... the golems, rather. And have a good old close look. And, you know, while you're beating up on it...
to you.
Yep, there we go. Thank you. Let's have a good look at these guys. Wow. It's uncanny. They really, really look like this sort of solid stone and metal. It's amazing. Oh, I love this game. And yet again, you know... Oh, here's the Voidspawn. Now, what do we have to do with the Voidspawn? Is it just kill them? Or do we have to do something?
Banish them.
Oh, use this thing on them. There we go. Banish the Voidspawn. And it looks like it's an AoE effect on the ground. 1 out of 28. Let's do it again. There we go. 2 out of 28. Jolly good. And again, I'm just using the quest object, by the way, folks, if you're wondering. And here is a vessel that we have to shatter as well. And we got 1 out of the 8. Now, did that count for you, Tallahassee?
No, it did not.
Oh, bugger. All right. Oh, wow. This place looks amazing. That's okay. If it means we have to stay longer here, I'm quite happy about that. And I love that statue as well. Oh, boy. You know what? We say this a lot, but Rift seems to have its progression really well worked out because just as you start to tire of a particular area, you get shunted to a brand new one. And I know this isn't like wildly different from where we've been, but it's just different enough, mixes it up and keeps it interesting. Don't you reckon? Like, it's just really well done.
Yeah, it does just enough for it to be really interesting.
Yeah, exactly. And again, right when you just think you're sort of over an area, you do get a bit of a change up. And that's pretty much happened. I'm sure you guys have seen that if you've been following our series right from day one. You'll have seen the same thing as well. Oh, what's that? It's like the Lost Ark from Indiana Jones. Oh, is that? Runebound Demon.
Don't go too far back.
Oh, okay. Why is that? Oh,
so you just got someone behind you.
Yep, just spun around there. Now, do we just kill this guy, or is there something we're supposed to banish him with, or no?
Yeah, kill him.
There we go. Kill Runebound Demons, 1 out of 5. Okay, alright, so looks like we're going to have to probably carry on a lot of this in our next episode, because we've only got a couple of minutes left. But that is quite okay. I'm really looking forward to doing all these quests here, actually. Oh, hang on, you get that one because it doesn't count. So I've already got one. It's okay. And again, with the backdrop of Hammerlord Fortress there, this is a very cool area. I like. Now, hey, are there... Quite often the mobs around the outside of a raid are kind of indicative of what's inside a raid. Is all this sort of type of thing inside there? Like, are you fighting golems once you get inside? I've never been in there before.
Yeah, there's golems, there is skeletons, there is honestly a bit of everything.
Cool. And what was going on over here? They seem to be fighting amongst themselves. Or did I see things?
Yeah, it's because it's the different factions.
Oh. Right,
they don't all
cool.
like each other.
No. Now, are these Voidspawns that I am banishing here with our quest item, are they counting for you?
Yes.
Oh, good,
so
good.
Keep banishing them.
Alright, shall do. There we go. And that's... Oh my god, I just realised. 9 out of 20... We have to get 28 of them? The heck?
Yeah, it's not as if it's going to be hard.
I suppose. Seems like a big number, that's all. Well, look, folks, we've definitely run out of time now. So I think it's probably time for us to head off. Should we grab that one more... that arc thing there, whatever it is, a rune-bound vessel. Maybe finish off our episode with
the Ark
that
of the
one.
Covenant.
Yeah, we'll go out with a bang. Here we go. Definitely looks like the Ark out of Raiders of the Lost Ark, if you ask me. It's just me. Oh, and it's so annoying having a cold Tallahassee, seriously. Actually, you haven't had one for a while. You're pretty good so far.
I know, it's all this healthy living.
Yeah, I was going to say, you going to the gym and looking after yourself and stuff. I've got this horrible cold. I've had it all week. I wish it would go away. Banish my cold, please. Quest object. That would be nice.
I don't think there's a quest for that.
Oh, but I wish there was. Alright, well there we go. Looks like we're all nicely set up for our next week's episode right here. I really, really like the look of this. It's very, very cool. I love areas like that. And wow, is that actually the front door of Hammerlord Fortress right there up those stairs?
Yes, it is. There's actually a set of stairs, and then about 50 or 60 yards, and then another set of stairs, and then you're in Hammerlord Fortress.
Awesome. Can you actually get in from here? Like, is it a real-world entrance, or do you have to just, like, is there a summoning stone or whatever? Like, can you actually zone in?
Like, you run into it, and there's a portal, and then it drags you across.
Ah, cool. Alright, that's good. I don't like areas that don't actually have entrances. I know you're going to a separate instance, technically speaking, but it's just that sort of mental thing, you know what I mean? It's like something in your brain goes, yes, I'm running there. And that's what I miss about a lot of games too, where you can insta-port with the dungeon finder. You know, nobody runs to dungeons anymore. Do you remember the old days of having to get a group together and half the battle was actually finding the summoning stone and then getting everyone in the same place at the same time? I reckon that was half of the fun. What do you think?
Yeah, well, getting to Molten Core, that was always a pain in the arse, because I used to play on a PvP server, so there'd always be a group of Horde and a group of Alliance trying to go to the same place. And guess what that meant?
Yes, that meant
I would end up in the fire.
Of course, because that was in Blackrock Mountain, I think, because that's a open PvP area, isn't it? Yeah, oh gosh. Yeah, that wasn't fun, to be honest, I must admit.
And if you remember the entrance to Blackwing Lair, they had to run up the little corridor, that really narrow corridor to get to it.
By the orb.
To get to, like, the port.
Yep.
Yeah, in there. That was always fun.
Oh, yeah, of course, you'd have lots of griefers in there, didn't you? Like, they'd just lay in wait and just grief, basically. If it wasn't for griefing, I would love PvP. I don't mind PvP. With all due respect to those of you who are full-on PvPers, I just generally don't like the people that PvP a lot. I don't know. It's just a personal opinion. I just don't like them. Anyway, enough on that. We're in a lovely place here, all ready to rock and roll for our next week's episode there as the sun comes up in the background. You've got your tentacles going on way over there in the distance. It's been a while since we've heard about the tentacles in Rift. You're going soft in the old age.
It's very hentai.
Very hentai. That is definitely a cue for us to leave, folks. Thank you very much for joining us in this episode. And of course, hope you'll join us in the next one around here as we continue our fight against the Golems and the Voidspawns. Till then, of course, on behalf of myself, Sambo, Seraphis, and the wonderful Tallahassee, it's us saying take care. Hope you're having a great day wherever in the world you are. We do look forward to seeing you next time. We will see you then, and bye-bye.